Well, Mr. Millennial, I believe it's officially mud season. I've been threatening for like 3 years to clean those windows so they can see it rain and snow outside, and I still haven't got to it. The good news, it's dry in here. It's time to work on some shop projects. Like I said, it is officially mud season. It is time to get in the shop and start knocking out some winter projects. I think the first one on the list is going to be the old D69u. This is supposed to be a Gunner-nized project, and you are not Gunner, sir.
Nope, never will be.
Apparently, he has to go to school. Can you believe that?
For some reason, his mom wants to take him out today.
So here is the thought process. I think I even said in the video when we bought this thing, I pulled it in the shop. It needs a service, it's got a coolant leak, it needs a belt, it just needs some brakes adjusted. I want to get this thing to where if we just want to take it out on a whim one day and use it, we can. We're not trying to do a complete restore on it or anything crazy right now. That will be after Lieutenant Dan. So the goal for today is to get this thing serviced up and probably take it down in the shed and get her parked up. But one thing I want to do real quick.
Did you just say that name? You just said that name.
What, Lieutenant Dan?
You did twice, oh my God.
He still exists. He still exists. He will eventually make it back to the shop. So I promised you guys last year I was going to do a better job of saying thanks to all of you awesome people that send me stuff. And I apologize, we get so busy throughout the summer. This is literally, we were just talking about this. This is like the first time we've legitimately been back in the shop since we worked on Bubba Dump this spring.
Which was March.
It's been a crazy busy year. So a lot of this stuff's been piling up and I've been saving it. I just want to take 2 seconds to say thanks to you guys. I'm sure there's other people that have sent me stuff that I don't have here. And if I find it or if I remember what it was, I'll say thanks to you guys as well. But Randy and Karen from Texas, they've sent us a few different things, sent us some signed Casey Kane stuff, which is awesome. Sent the kiddos some cool jewelry and different things. So thank you guys for that. Papa Grizz, Jim, and Red Dog, which I don't have it here as we've already installed it. They have sent us cup holders for the 850J and Bubba Dump. So huge thanks for that. We got Al Bunder from Michigan. He sent us some belting that we might be able to use on the D69u project. Al has also sent me a couple boxes worth of tools here in the shop, a torque multiplier and some other stuff, which I greatly appreciate. I'm sure we'll be using that from time to time. Not for sure if this is gonna work on the old D69u, Al, but we're getting ready to find out for sure. And check out this one. Jimbo sent us a customized fire extinguisher. Isn't that pretty cool? We got several of those in the shop, but we can always use an extra one. So thank you, Jim, appreciate that. I don't know for sure who sent these because they didn't have anything with them. I think these are actually from Miss Dirt Perfect, but they're quick attach for the hoses, for the pressure washer she got. So we have actually used a few of these already, and I'm sure we'll use a few more, so thank you. And I don't have a name on this either, and this was actually sent a while back, but there's some multi-type cleaning cloths, and I actually used these whenever I detailed the 140 and to sell it. They worked really well, so thank you guys all for that. I do appreciate everything we get, and I do apologize. We don't always get to showing all of it on camera. Sometimes we just use it and don't even mention it or talk about it, but we do appreciate everything you guys do, and it's a lot of thoughtful gifts. So I think the first thing Matt and I are going to do is we're going to get the hood raised up off this thing. We need to figure out what's going on with the belt. We got a coolant leak. Need to change oil in it. Get the brakes adjusted on it. I think that's about the end of the list. All right, let's get the hood off. Well, we know for sure the little flappy needs to come off.
It's coming off.
The question is, do you think the hood will fit between the limb risers?
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't. There's only one way to settle this argument.
Try it.
Find out.
That's right.
You realize this hood was made like in 1960, so it automatically weighs like 7 times more than anything made today.
Yeah, that's very true.
Just pick it up, huh? Oh, you might get lucky.
Or when a go-kart in a way.
Now what are you gonna do with it?
You want to hold it right there? I'll go to the front. You got it? Oh! Don't be scared.
All right, I've got the hood pulled off. A little quick inspection here. It don't look like anybody's been down in here for a good little while. There is a belt on it, but I don't look like it's the right one or in the right groove. Not for sure what's going on with that, but I think first things first, let's take the air hose and blow this out real good. I think our coolant leak is right there somewhere. I'm not for sure, but that's my guess. So let's clean her up a little bit, see what we got. Watch your eyeballs. All right, this thing's kind of got a goofy radiator cap on it. I don't really have a good way to pressure test it. So I think what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of antifreeze and water in it. Hopefully get it up above where it's leaking back there. It'll show itself. Already got her spitting out back there. I got a little drain caulk there. We'll close that down. Which pretty much means we got coolant back there where she's leaking. We'll blow that off real good. We'll kind of keep an eye on that as we may get lucky. It may be just as simple as the little valve there is leaking. So let's clean her up, dry her off, and see if she will show herself where she's actually leaking at. I put like a half gallon in it, so I'm pretty sure that's our spot right there. We just got to figure out what it is. All right, check this out, guys. Didn't take long for it to show up. It's not actually any of this stuff over here. It's this injector cup right here. It's hard to get down there and see the water coming out of it right there. Those things are actually liquid cooled injectors. And they take a specialty spline socket to pull them up out of there. I had one of those. Specialty tools way back in the day, like whenever I worked on one of these 20 years ago. I wonder, do we still have it? Hot diggity dog, look at that. That right there, I believe, is what we need to pull that up out of there. Now, once we get it up out of there, I look in the parts book, I think it's just got an O-ring on it. But if not, I got that spare engine down there out of them other dozers. We may pull one out of there and see if we can't scavenge some parts. Always wondered why I kept this thing around. Now we know. All right, before we get all gung-ho pulling that injector cup out of there, it's got coolant all the way around it, and we want to make sure when we pull that out of there, that coolant don't go down into the cylinder, so we need to drain the water down out of the head. This thing here has actually got that set up on it. I don't know if you guys can see back in there. There's a valve way down in there. But the old Caterpillar engineers, I'm pretty sure the older models I got don't have that hole right there.
Well, this one does.
And that looks like a factory hole, so yeah. It sounds like Caterpillar decided, hey, that was a good idea. So, all right, let me get my drain pan underneath you.
Okay.
We'll get that coolant drained down out of the head. We'll see if we can get that cup pulled out there and see what's going on. We're gonna have to take, this thing's gotta go.
A little bit of
it's a headache, yeah. I told you we should have just took it off and we took the hood off.
I had to prove that the hood would come out of there.
But it still got to come off.
It was a bet. Hood came out of there, didn't it?
We're not discussing that. All right, see what happens. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, like she's tight. Don't break it.
Gosh. We got a cheater.
Can you hear a little more oof up there? Are you going the right way?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right?
Well, I don't know if lefty loosey, righty tighty means lefty open, righty closey.
I'm going up, which is counterclockwise.
Well, good news, nothing's come out yet. I guess that's bad news.
Yeah, bad news for what we're trying to achieve.
You got your wrench on there backwards now.
I know.
Don't bring it.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Try going the other way once. See if you can work it back and forth. We may have to create our own drain. Hey, good news.
Got it.
I got a broke loose for you. Yeah. Apparently you just got to be a man to turn that one.
Or get the right tool. You ready?
Yeah. It's draining. Oh yes. Pretty decent looking antifreeze in there, fat old motor.
Think it goes more?
I don't know.
It stops.
Sure guess this is as good as mine.
Oh.
I don't think it, I mean, that's plenty. We can just let her drain.
Got pretty snug. I think we should leave it.
Yeah. That will work. Let's let her drain down a little bit.
Did you dump brand new antifreeze in this before you started to drain it? That looks brand new.
Hold on. We got a leaker. We got a straggler stream. I dumped that quarter gallon that we had. That was it.
That's way more than a quarter of a gallon.
Number 2 coming off.
Yeah.
You ready?
Talk about an interesting piece.
That's some certified Southern engineering right there.
There you go.
All right, get these headbangers out of the way. We'll throw them out in the scrap pile here in a minute when it's not raining. All right, we got the coolant sending unit right here, which is pretty close to the bottom of the head. I'm gonna pull it out. We're gonna replace it anyways. Yeah, it looks like the water's gone, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Let's, I guess let's pull that cup out there and see what we got. First thing, we gotta get this fuel line out of our way so we can get down there into that injector nut. Been a while since I worked on one of these old girls. Everybody always wants to know why I call everything a girl.
What's the answer?
I have no idea. Not the slightest clue, my friends. All right, I think that's a 15/16
well, okay,
socket.
This makes sense now. You're Mr. Perfect named the truck Bubba. You're naming all your stuff. You're calling them old girls. So that's a positive thing, I think.
Is that what you're gonna go with?
I'm just gonna leave it right there. No further. What size did you need?
I think 15/16, but it needs to be a socket, Mr.
Needs to be a socket.
Mr. Innuendo. Is that what you're trying to say?
We're just gonna stop right there.
I feel like Captain Kleeman working on his old backhoe, but the only difference is I got this nice roof over my head while I'm burning outside. He's got her going though.
Yeah, I was gonna tell him yesterday, once he gets it to where he likes it, he's got to build a lean-to for it so he can keep her out dry. Or out of the wet, should I say.
We may have to manufacture an injector puller here to pull it out of there. I don't think I have my old one from the past days.
Well, you know, there might be a spot that it is.
There's our hold down. There's our dust seal. Looks to be in pretty good shape. That is definitely stuck in there, folks. We're gonna try the pry bar method here before we get too carried away building tools. Oh, look at that.
You got lucky?
We got lucky. We just fished us an injector out of there. Nice.
Excellent.
All right, now we gotta hope our tool fits down in there. Oh yeah, she's gonna go. All right, let me get that wiggled down in there. We will see if we can get that injector cup out of there. Got it. You think it's gonna turn?
I hope so.
Here we go. Oh, something turned. I think she's coming. Oh, she's coming.
Was that cup threaded in there?
Yeah, well, it's not pressed. Yes, it started down in there. The thing we gotta hope for now is we don't hear water rushing down in the cylinder. I think we got it drained down far enough. Just about got her. Oh, so close.
It's like 3 more inches would have helped a lot.
I had to replace one of these in the last bulldozer I had because it froze and busted. I don't think that's the problem with this one, but there she is. So I don't know for sure why Caterpillar did this back in the day, but coolant runs from here to here to keep his injector nozzle cool. I think part of the reason was, other than keeping it cool, it's easier for the machine this piece separate from the head back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But see that O-ring, how it's like pretty much non-existent?
Yeah.
I think that's our issue. That's a press fit on that compression ring down there. So I think we'll take a wire brush, clean that up a little bit, see if we can't find a generic O-ring to go in.
And without this piece, you couldn't have done.
You can't get that out of there because this is splined inside here, and that special tool goes down there and fits them splines.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because there's nothing to. I don't know why they didn't machine this into like a big nut, but they didn't. You gotta have that tool, which is now stuck in there.
Because they wanted a different big nut, had to buy a special tool.
It worked. All right, the next thing on our list to address is our belt issue.
We don't have a belt issue.
We do have a belt issue.
No, look, see? I have a brand new one right here.
Well, hold on, I'm not convinced that's gonna work yet. So, here's the thing. This looks nice and easy to get off there. I don't know what this is, to be honest with you.
It is nice and easy, just cut it.
But there's a drive shaft down there that you guys can't see that feeds the hydraulic pump up on front. So if we can make that belt work.
If it's a 2-piece, I mean, and you make a belt. I mean, come on. How epic is that?
Well, it would be convenient because it'd keep us from taking that drive shaft off.
Oh, we're doing it. You cut that belt yet?
What do you want to do? Take that belt off and use it as a generic length?
Either that, or we can run this one after we cut that one.
Look,
all the way around.
Here's part of the, hold on. Look what I found.
Hey, I don't think that goes there.
That's the other belt.
So we have a length.
We have a length already.
Supposedly.
That was down there for safe storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a pretty close length. And honestly, the way that's set up is we need to, hopefully we got enough belt there to make 2, because it's supposed to have 2 belts.
Well,
it looks like we might.
It's about 20 feet long.
All right, cross fingers, hope it works. Al may be our savior after all.
You have the grinder over there, I think.
Oh, you want me to cut it with a grinder?
Well, I mean, you want to cut it with a pocket? Here, I tell you what. You just leave that video rolling and you cut it with this here pocket knife, and I'll stand here and watch.
I'm still debating on how, I don't know.
Oh, just cut it already.
I'm not against cutting the belt. I'm just not 100% convinced that this whole idea is going to work, but
it's going to be flawless.
I'm game. Let's try it. All right, we got the old belt out for a guesstimated length. We wanted to cut this thing like right here, and then we take it apart back to where it needs to be.
I'd cut it even closer. I'd cut it right there. I'd be scared.
Well, lucky for you, we can piece it back together if it's wrong. All right, I'm not for sure if this is the proper tool for cuttage, but it's the tool we're gonna use. Where are we cutting at?
Right there.
Right there?
That smells funny.
It does smell funny.
Smells like I'm in a dentist's office.
Now what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna grab that one.
We're all patiently waiting.
Take it out. Get that one. You basically ensured that that piece ain't ever gonna be used again because you cut too deep.
So you gonna take that piece out too?
No, because it's got to be double ply when it goes together. So I'll do one of those jobbies right there. Looks like
this piece here needs to come out.
I don't think it can, because for it to lock tight, it's got to be double ply. I think you just need to trim it a little more so that tab.
No, that's not the way it works. Take that piece out.
That is the way it works. Now I got to go up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This piece is no good because you need that tab.
We might have cut her too short then.
That's the way it's going to have to be. But you could add a link in if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said that if you're wrong. Because it's got to lock into both of those. That one's got to lock into that.
That's the interesting part.
How you going to make that happen there, Captain?
I'm talking to the wrong guy now. I don't know.
There's probably a YouTube video on this somewhere.
We may have to do that.
Al's probably screaming at us.
I'm sure he is. No, you ding dong, just do this.
Hey, look. We got a circle.
Made a circle.
You're welcome. Didn't have to YouTube it. Just had to get a few tools out of the drawer. Question is, are you the right size? You need to go beside it, not on the back.
I'm working on it.
One of those fancy belt measure thingies. Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you're a link short.
We're going for it.
I feel like you're a link short.
We're going for it.
We'll count that one first. So if we know what it is, we can make the other one the same.
Which ones do we put together now?
Well, let's just mark it and count it.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, we got to take it apart to get it out.
Correct. We got to take it apart to get it in there.
Or we just wanted that was proof of concept.
Like I said, they didn't make them to not work.
Well,
let's do that one right there.
I've met a few things they made not to work. That's not horrible.
Would you quit talking about Aaron like that?
Hey, now. All right, down here underneath, this is that drive shaft I was telling you about. You guys can't see it, but the pulley, maybe you can see it up in there. That is the pulley on the front of the engine. We have to go around. Matt is dropping the belt down. You see the little red thing wiggling around. I'm gonna try to help him get it. My hand almost don't fit. Oh, got it. All right. I've already lose that one piece on the end there. I think I got it. I can't really see where I need to come back up at. Can you see me?
Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
I guess get that belt
back to the pulley.
I guess get the belt connected, then we'll try to get it on the pulley. Does that make sense?
I think so.
We'll come around and help you. So you gonna work?
I think so.
I still ain't convinced, but I'm playing your game. Got your pliers? Oh, look at you go. I got the camera.
Here, you take the pliers.
Oh, man.
What is poking me? All right.
Don't bend that. That's the fuel line we need.
That's why I'm trying to be careful. Nope, nope.
There's a lot going on in a small little spot right there. You almost got it without me.
I know it. Come on.
I tried to help you, but I think I'm just going to smash your finger. Hold on.
Oh, it's so close.
I know. I need to twist that tab.
Rah.
You're right there. Ready?
Yep. Oh, it popped back too fast.
There you go. Got it. Now, can we get it on the pulleys? I'm ready for it. We're all ready for it. Oh, you're close.
I know it. You spin the darn.
Oh, now you need help,
finger,
huh?
would you? It's gonna pinch the poop out of my fingers. You know this, right? Oh, I spun it. Daggone it.
Well, it'll pop out of it. Here, hit the
hit the start button. There it is, right there. Look at that. Would you?
Oh my golly, she's on there, and she's even going the right direction.
Now we just gotta do it again.
Got all the tabs pulling the right way. I never would have thunk it, but it's there.
You know, this is gonna be 2 bets in one day that you're gonna lose.
I got a bad memory. All right, second one gonna go.
I don't know. Wonder if since we're there, if it'd be better for you to get that behind it and then I turn
Try to turn that fan once. I'll see if I can work it on there. Oh, it's trying. She's tight, my friends. All right. If the whole thing would turn, I think it'd go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. So close. Oh, I think it's gonna go. Don't quit now.
There it went.
Look at that. Success. Let's tighten them up. Well, Mr. Millennial, next on the list, I think it's going to be a good old-fashioned oil change for the old girl.
Well,
I'll get the difficult part. I'll get the filters up here.
big. It's big. That's the answer.
I'll let you have the easy part and the drain plug down there.
Yeah. It's an Allen. It's like a 3/4 inch Allen.
You talking about the drain plug?
Yeah.
You sure it's an Allen and not a, what do you call it, like a 3/4 drive?
Well, it has 6 sides to it.
Oh,
It's an Allen, right?
that would definitely be more of an Allen scenario, for sure.
Oh. Yes, I'm confident it's not a square.
Hey, good news, I got some Napa filter numbers.
What would that make it? A hexagon, right?
Well, an octagon's a stop sign. Does it tell you to stop?
An octagon is 8 sides.
All right, let me see what I can find. I don't think man behind the scenes would be impressed with my welding skills because, well, the helmet wasn't working and I couldn't see. But good news, I made you a custom tool.
You know what? He can only complain if he's here.
This is true. Try to get out there and see what you're doing.
I thought you said that was cooled off.
It is cool.
You're wearing gloves.
I forgot about that point.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that. Put the hot end up, genius. Same size.
Is it? Genius. I think I can make it work.
Yeah, the question is how tight did the last guy put it in there?
Probably too tight, be my guess.
Oh boy. Oh, did it go?
It went.
Good deal. Now, the question is how much oil are you gonna wear? Smells like antifreeze down here.
Yes, it does. Actually, the real question is,
Will the tub hold all the oil?
will the tub hold all the oil, and is the plug gonna end up in the tub?
Yeah, we got a magnet for the plug in the tub scenario. Plug in the tub.
I was getting ready to say it. Funny part about it is one ends with a G and the other one ends with a B, but they still rhymed. You're a poet and didn't know it.
Oh, ooh, lovely. Nice save on the thing there. That oil is,
A little milky.
I don't know if it's milky or
Just old.
just old. Your pan's filling up fast.
It is. You notice I haven't let go of this yet. Yes, I'll make a heck of a mess on myself.
Come on, bleed out, baby, bleed out. Oh, I think she's gonna bleed out. Oh, she's bleeding out. You're gonna be all right. What do you think the last time that oil was changed?
Oh boy, I don't want to guess the year. It might have been before I was born.
It might have been. It is thick. Holy cow.
Yes, it is. Let me see that light, if you don't mind. I don't see anything shiny.
No. This thing hasn't been ran or turned over in, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I think if it had oil or water in it, it would have separated out.
Yep, it's looking the same. I think the pan's definitely deep enough.
Yep.
Positive
let
check.
let the plug out and just let her drain out for a while.
Okay.
All right, my shit done. Injection cup cleaned up. See if we can get a new O-ring matched up on it. That oil's draining out. I want to replace these 2 gauges. This one here is the water temperature. This one here is the oil pressure. We climb up here. As you guys can see, neither one of them are in operating order, and they're both pretty crucial. So see if we can get those pulled out of there, and we'll pick up a few new ones while we're in town. Oh, that right there is just lovely. Oh, thinking nice. That is nice and crusty, to say the least. You want to smell that?
Why would I want to smell that?
Because it smells wonderful. You guys want to smell?
Mice in there?
Yeah, that was mice heaven for a while. All right, I'm gonna get this cleaned up a little bit. Matt is actually gonna drain the oil. We're gonna go ahead and change oil in the pony motor as well. It's a separate drain right there. And then it's gonna be off to a parts run. We did look up in the parts book. I actually got the parts book for this. Found the part number for the O-ring we need on the combustion chamber cup, and it looks like it's just a pretty standard.
Come on, how many times as we said it, you remember it.
It's 7B686.
86868.
Close enough, I nailed it. But looks like it's just a pretty standard O-ring. I'm gonna see if I can pick a generic one up in the parts store at town. If not, we will order one off the old interweb. So, lovely. All right, guys, just got back from town with my box full of goodies. Check this out. We got some old school looking gauges. There's the oil pressure gauge. It's not like I had much of a choice. This is pretty much all they had in stock that would fit in here. But we will take it for sure. Got the oil gauge, temperature gauge, tubing kit. They did have an O-ring that I believe is going to work on our pre-combustion chamber, so that's good. Here's the one bummer. We needed 2 oil filters. They only had one, but they ordered me a new one in, or another one in, should be in tomorrow. I got oil and antifreeze, which is still out there in the truck. Oh yeah, cool. Rain flapper, that's gonna be important later, especially if we park this thing outside at some point. So I think I'm gonna jump in tackling getting these gauges mounted in this housing. We'll take the housing, mount it over there on the dozer, and get everything hooked up. Check it out, got the new gauges in there. They look pretty good. Like I said, I'm not gonna mess with the amp gauge. It's just not that crucial at this point. Definitely got plenty of lead on the temperature gauge, but like I said, it's the only option I got. So I guess next thing is we'll see if we can get this thing fished through those couple holes, get everything rerouted, and get her on there. Did you come to help?
Yeah.
You're just in time. I had to modify this bracket because the back of the gauge, this gauge is a little bit deeper and it wouldn't quite work. So, all right, I'm gonna push this through this hole. And you see that air hole down there behind it?
Yeah.
And you fish it through that hole.
This one or that one?
That one down there, yep, that one right there. And pull it through if you can. Can you get it?
Yeah, that's as far as I can get it.
Oh, it's gotta go. Now pull it. Right there, see it? Right, go easy. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
The bolt's there.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Now the question is, Gunner, did I drill the hole in the right spot? All right.
Is that good?
Keep going a little more. One more.
Can't get it.
Keep going.
Keep going?
Yep.
Go until that box is down.
Yep, till that box is almost up there. You're getting close. All right, you're getting close. All right, let me put this camera down. Now we need to get this white one through there. Tighten up.
Yeah.
Easy there, muscle man. That's probably good. Go ahead and get the other one. All right, guys, got the temperature gauge all hooked up, got the extra cable zip tied off there. I abandoned ship on hooking up the oil pressure gauge. I am just not a big fan of this plastic line. I think I'm going to bite the bullet, pick up some copper when I'm in town tomorrow getting those other filters, but that's definitely some good progress for today. I think we're gonna wrap it up for this evening. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day they're talking about quite a bit more rain. We'll get the rest of the parts in and see if we can get this girl finished up. So stay tuned, see you in a day or two. All right, guys, got the coolant. All right, guys, got the temperature gauge all hooked up and plumbed in. Got all the extra cable kind of zip tied off there a little bit. I'm gonna hold off on hooking up the oil pressure gauge. I am just not really a big fan of that plastic tubing. It's already got a few kinks in it, don't quite trust it. I have to go back to town tomorrow anyways to pick up the other oil filter, so I'm gonna try to pick up some copper or something a little bit different. But I think that's gonna be a good stopping point for this evening. Let me round up a few more parts, and hopefully in the next day or two we'll get this thing wrapped up. It's a new day. You know what's first on the list?
What?
You get to crawl down there and put the oil plug back in.
No.
Yeah. You're the perfect size to climb underneath there. Go for it. Look, it's right there. You see it?
A big thing?
The big thing. In the hole, you'll see it when you get down there. Climb down there real quick and I'll walk you through it. You see where it goes?
No.
Don't drop it in the oil pan. It goes right in that hole right there where you're at. Look up in there.
Can't see in there.
Well, that's because you're not close enough.
I can't scoot any farther.
Why not?
Because this oil.
Well, scoot the oil pan back. Here, I'm going to scoot you and the creeper and everything at the same time. You ready?
Oh, hold on.
Did you drop it in the oil?
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do?
I don't know where it went.
Rule number one.
That's the second time I've dropped something in the
Rule
oil
number
pan.
one is don't drop it in the oil pan.
I've done that twice.
I know you have. Where's it at? You tell me.
It's
You're the
over
one
there.
that dropped it in the pan.
It's over there.
Oh, I think I feel it.
Told you.
Look.
I told you it was there.
All right, let's clean it off and try again. All right, take two, little man. So,
Scoot me over.
drop it this time. You see up in there? The light's right behind you. See the hole up there?
Yeah. It fell off inside of this thing.
Don't just take it up, put it up there with your hand. Use that tool later.
Found it.
Get it?
Yeah. I can't get it in though. Oh boy.
Take it off the tool and just reach up there with your hand.
This?
Yep. Just reach up there with your hand and put it in.
It's a little bit harder because there's no light up there. Yeah, that's even harder because I can't get it stuck up there with.
Turn it up the right way.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty, but
Oh, that sounded like she went there. All right, good job. All right, next on the list is oil filters. You know where these things go?
No.
No idea. Not even a guess. You see anything on the motor that looks this shape? Here's a clue. Look right in front of you. About right there.
Oh, there.
All right, pull that top up off there. It's already loose. You have to twist it just a little bit. All right.
That's heavy.
It's heavy. They don't make stuff like they used to, Gunner. All right, look down in there. Do you see any dirt or anything? Oh, it looks pretty clean.
I don't know.
Let's take a look.
Kinda looks dirty.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of dirt down there, but I think that's, I think it's gonna be good. See that clean part? That's where it seals up on, so I think we'll be all right. All right, slide that down in there. You're blinding them.
Which one? Which side? This side? Either side?
Yep, this one here will go either way.
I'll put it. Yes.
Perfect. All right. Now put that back down through the middle. Now put it straight down. You got it going crooked. Here, let me help you. There, see how it goes. It's got a big spring in the top of it. Holds the filter down in there. All right, pull the other one up. Do come with new O-rings. We may switch those out.
Get that one.
Keep twisting it. There you go. There you go.
Strip that one.
All right, what's that one look like down in there? Has it got anything in it?
Need light. Kind of looks like the other one.
Looks like the other one?
Yeah,
All
but
right.
it looks kind of like there's one piece of dirt in the clean part where you need to put it.
Yeah, let's get a rag and wipe that off. All right, we got her clean. Put your filter in. O-ring looks good. Put your top on. There you go. Twist it the other way. I don't think you quite got her. There you go. Now you got her.
It's not going.
Turn just the top up there.
Oh.
And she's going.
What's that?
All right, Danny, we got our filters tightened down. You know what the next thing to do is?
This.
Put oil in it. You know how much it holds? I think it holds 6 gallons, but let's put 5 of those in there and we'll see how full it is. Can you count to 5? All right.
Count to 3,000.
Count to 3,000. We only need you to count to 5. Goes in that hole right there. Don't spill any. All right, Gunner had to take off inside to get ready for his basketball game this evening, but got some good progress. Got the oil in the engine there. You actually check this thing while it's running, but it's got a notch on there. It tells you where you should be about. So we're in pretty good shape there. Also got oil in the pony motor. Only put 2 quarts in this thing. It's showing slightly over full. We'll monitor that before we fire it up. But I also got, I didn't realize my battery went dead on my GoPro. Got this cheap, where'd it go? This cheap plastic line that was not cooperating. Got it replaced with a nice copper line and got it hooked up down there. So we should have our oil pressure gauge active. That's a true mechanical gauge. So basically oil pressure goes up there to the actual gauge and makes it read. So I think we're getting pretty close. We need to get that pre-combustion chamber back in there, make sure our coolant leak's fixed, and I want to adjust the brakes on the back of this thing, and I think we're ready for a test fire. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of time here one evening this week and see if we can get this thing cranked up and tracked out of here. Morning, man behind the scenes.
Morning, Mr. Dirt Perfect.
This has turned into a community project. I started off on this project with Matt. Me and Gunner worked on it a little bit, and now you're here.
Yeah, it looks like I came right at the right time.
Yeah, we're just about done.
Finishing it up.
All right, so plan one for the day is try to get this pre-combustion chamber back in there. We got our hole all cleaned up and
You're
lubed
telling
up.
me injectors is what we were working
The injector
on.
goes in that.
Oh, it goes in that.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, that makes sense. I'm green at this.
Repeat after me. I was right.
I
Or no, repeat after me. You were right.
was right. Okay.
You missed a golden opportunity there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely not straight. Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Now we just gotta watch that thing real close as we go down in there and make sure that O-ring goes in there. I think it's gonna go.
All right. What's the torque rating on that?
200. Right there's
200.
the book. Done did, looked it up.
Okay. Just check.
Nice try.
Okay.
All right, take her easy. Going the wrong way there, genius.
Yeah. Why did I do that?
Had it all set up for you.
Yeah, you did.
Looks like it's going in there.
Ready?
Yep. Yep, looking good. I like it. Keep going easy. Yep. She's in. She's in.
Okay.
All we got left to do now is tighten her up. Hope she don't leak.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
You got enough heat, man, for 200? Oh, yes.
That felt like about 30 pounds. Sometimes I underestimate my own strength.
All right, here's the thought process. Aaron is gonna start putting some antifreeze in it. I'm gonna leave the injector out because I don't know if you guys can see, but I can't actually see down in that hole. And that way, if it starts leaking any water down the cylinder, I'll be able to tell. We got our petcock opened here, which should let some of the air bleed out. Hopefully she don't leak. Fingers crossed. And behind the scenes, I think we might be in good shape. I don't know, you guys see, Aaron's got it filled up with water. On these old style radiators and old style equipment, they don't have expansion tanks on them, so you want to leave an air gap there in the top, which we got. We bled all the air out of the head right there, and I see no water leaking around our new O-ring, and you guys probably can't see down in there, but there's no water on top of the piston, so I think we're in pretty good shape. This is our injector. Got it cleaned up. I was showing Aaron. I don't know if it shows up on camera. You guys can see it's still got the part number on it. So we'll slide it down in the hole. It kind of keys into those splines. Then gets this little sealing ring. Nope, that goes on afterwards. Let's clean that nut up, Aaron. It looks pretty nasty. We'll put that nut in there and it gets torqued to 75 foot-pounds. Look at that, all cleaned up and looking pretty.
Did you tell them who cleaned that?
I did, of course.
It wouldn't have been that good. Don't cross thread it.
I didn't. I just about did, though.
Yeah.
All right, muscle man, you're up.
Okay.
Here we go. Nice. Perfect. All right.
Yep.
Get our fuel line back on. And I think the next thing on the list we need to do before we start this thing is get those steering brakes adjusted. Which that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna tighten this one down. I'm gonna leave this one loose so we can bleed the air out of it before we crank her. But I think we're gonna need a 9/16, a ratchet, and a flashlight.
Right, I think I got you over here.
Hey man, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. Look what an awesome subscriber sent us.
Look
Your
at that.
very own,
A roller.
Your very own Christmas roller.
Now my hands
don't
are
you be getting
I've
that
been
on
working.
yours.
I can't
Don't
touch
forget
it.
to take that home and get it on your Christmas
Oh
tree.
no, I'm gonna get that on the tree.
It's pretty slick, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I like it.
All right, how's the brakes going?
What brake?
What brakes? Is that why it's not turning? All right, so
All right.
back here, there is 2 inspection covers. I'm trying to hold the camera and the light at the same time. Should be able to pop. Aaron's got the, I keep calling you Matt. There we go, right there. And as suspected, we got a little bit of oil running around in there, but that's pretty normal with these old girls. But you see,
Think that's original gasket?
it might be. Looks like it, don't it?
Yeah,
All right, hold
it
the
does.
light right there. See this big nut right here? Right there. That is our brake adjustment.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Look, it's good and lubed up.
Yeah, it is.
I believe that is 15/16.
I'll agree with you.
I was a little bit off. It's 1 1/8, not 15/16.
And I was just trying to be nice and agree with you, but I knew it was.
Well, the good news is,
15, 16.
the good news is, it's free though. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up there and hit the pedal. Well, you crank on that a little bit and see if we can get the right feel we need. I'm gonna push the pedal. You ready?
Yep. Okay.
Need a little more.
Could you have gave me a little better ratchet?
Yeah, I can actually. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, one that works.
That one works most of the time.
I don't know about that. All right, see what you got there.
Oh, you're getting there. You're getting close.
All right,
Give me a little more.
let me give you a little more then. How's that?
No, it's not the same.
Oh, it's still the same. Oh, okay. Well, I got my ratchet switched up now.
I'm glad you let me give you a check there.
All right, here we go.
I'd hold that.
Hold that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you want me to do the other side?
Yep. The other side. Oh, I gotta find a spring. Our parking brake works a little too well. You like it?
I like it.
Need a little bit more.
More?
Yep. I need to look in the book, but I think the pedal is supposed to travel like 2 inches before it hits resistance. Which is about what we got there.
All right, try it.
Oh man.
More?
Man, I tell you what, I don't know. Let's try that. I don't want to get it too tight because as it moves, it may find itself in a new home.
Yeah.
Let's run with that. That's definitely better than what it was.
Okay.
I think it's time to clean the tracks off on this thing and see if she fires.
Yeah. You want to shovel them tracks or you want me to?
That's antique dirt. We can't be shoveling that out. Well, behind the scenes, I believe the checklist is complete. We have checked final drives, transmission, wet clutch, pony motor oil, engine oil, antifreeze, adjusted the clutch, greased it, fan belt, injector, brakes adjusted.
Brakes adjusted. I was here for that.
Is there anything else we're forgetting?
No, got my earplugs. I remember how loud this was the last time.
So, I think it's time to see if this thing will pop off. If it starts, we're gonna track it on out of here and basically put it in storage. So, it's gonna be really loud when we get going. I'll kind of show you what the process is. So this has a pony motor. Electric motor starts the pony motor, and then once we get it running, this engages the pony motor to the flywheel. This is the clutch we'll use to make it spin over. This is the compression release. So we'll get her spinning real good. We'll dump the compression release and hope she fires.
Yeah.
We got to bleed that one injector line first, which we can do that while it's spinning over. So, all right, here we go.
Gas is on. Watch you. This work gets loud.
She climbed the hill, she's out of the shop, all the vital signs on the engine look good, engine temperature, engine oil pressure, all the gauges are working, the steer's a whole lot better. We still need a touch of adjustment on the brakes, but it's a whole lot better than what it is. For some reason, as we were climbing the hill coming out of the shop there, it developed a pesky little engine miss. I'm not for sure what's going on with that, but we're gonna take her on down to the lot, park it in the shed, try to get it in and out of the weather. And unfortunately, that's gonna have to wait for another day. We just got too many other things that are gonna take priority over this old girl right now. I'm really hoping we're pushing dirt with it this summer. If nothing else, just for fun. But progress is progress, right? That's the name of the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss out on what's coming up next. I'd consider subscribing if you haven't already. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. Later.